Is it working? Yes. Hello, everybody. Uh, Today I want to talk to you real quick about uh, my leg injury. A lot of people don't know about my leg injury or don't understand it. I'm always wearing jeans or slacks or something. I'm hardly ever in shorts unless I'm at home, which I am right now. And well, first let me give you a little background. When I was 14 years old, I was very overweight. I was 320 pounds, I think. And at 14, I was 6 foot. Well, at 12 years old, I was 6 foot one and weighed 300 pounds. But at 14, I was 6'1", 6'2", and I weighed 320 pounds. And I was playing basketball with my brother. And it's weird how it happened. I came down from this rebound playing basketball, and my right knee hyperextended backwards like an ostrich. Instead of bending this way, it bent the other way, like an ostrich, you know. And it snapped completely, and I cried out in pain, and it was a nightmare. Uh, Long story short, I ended up having to have surgery because of that injury. The first two surgeries were back to back. I was barely out of the anesthetic from the first surgery. My doctor had looked at the X-rays and says, "Alan, we got to take you right back in." So I'm barely awake. I'm like, So yeah, he takes me back in, and I'm under the knife again. And he fixed whatever he fixed or whatever. I don't know. Now, for a long time, my right knee, it would bow out to the right. I had this. Here, let me see if I can demonstrate how that looked. Ah, ah, almost there. All right. My right knee used to bow out like this, and it stayed that way for 21 years. It bowed out like this. It never, you know, my heel never touched the floor ever for over 21 years. And I had this walk kind of like this, you know. Over time, it kept bowing more and more out to the right, and it was deteriorating at the bone. So in 2010, I'm going to skip the third surgery. You don't want to hear about the third surgery. It's boring. But in 2010, June 23rd, 2010, I found a doctor in Vancouver, Washington, who did what's known as a fusion. So my right knee is now fused. It does not bend ever. Kind of sucks, but the alternative is so much worse because at one point my knee got to the point where I had to use crutches everywhere I went. I wasn't able to walk without crutches for a long time, and at least not very well, put it that way. So I got the surgery, and it was an interesting experience. But before I tell you what happens after the surgery, let me show you what my knee actually looks like. Okay? I don't know how well you can see this. Uh, ah, there you go. Can you see? I'll try to get a little closer without busting my ass, but it, it's not a very good visual, I know. Here, I'll try it another way. Hang on. Let's see here. How about now? Can you see it now? See, they look like railroad tracks. It's pretty crazy, huh? Now, some people would think, well, that would make life a lot more difficult for you, wouldn't it? Actually, no. It's My life has gotten a lot better since getting that surgery. You know, I will post some links in the description of the first couple of times I walked without crutches, and oh God, it was so much fun. And what I learned from this experience is you'd be surprised what you take. What's the word? What you take for granted in life. For example, have you ever paid attention to what your butt feels like when you walk? Why would you pay attention to that, right? Well, considering I had screwed up legs for so many years and walking like all messed up for so many years, it never occurred to me that that was something that I would end up paying attention to. So, I mean, it was the first time I'd ever walked without crutches. I wasn't in therapy anymore. No more physical therapy. I was at home. I'm like, I'm going to walk to the bus station for the first time after my long surgery. And there was a couple things. First of all, I had to keep reminding myself to put my foot flat on the floor because I was so used to standing up on my right toe that I was like, wait a minute, put the heel down. I can do that now. I can actually do that. I can do that now. And then I'm walking down the street and I kept thinking, what is in my back pocket? I kept thinking something's in my back pocket, and I took a few more steps and I said, what is that weird sensation? And then I went, wait a minute. It's my butt. That's what, oh. So I stuck my hands in my back pockets and I kept walking and I was going, oh, that's what a butt feels like when you walk. Oh, well, that's what my butt felt. I don't know how to describe it. It was just like when you've never felt it before and then all of a sudden you feel it. Yeah. See, a lot of people out there, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about because you have normal legs. But I'm telling you, it was the weird experience. I just was like, I cannot believe this is so cool. I'm, this is what my butt feels like. I know that sounds ridiculous and silly, but you know what? I had beautiful moments like that. For me, that was just awesome. It was just amazing to go from being on crutches to walking all crooked for years and years, having people call me Hopalong. That sucked, you know. But it's not like that for me anymore. And they say, it's a little awkward getting in and out of cars, getting on and off the bus, stuff like that. Finding a place where I can sit, where I can put my leg and rest it comfortably, But that's a small price. Um, Something cool did come out of it. I can actually do a split because some of the muscles in my right leg are not as tight as they used to be, and because of that, I'm loose as a goose now. I can do a split. I'll link that video as well. Trust me, it's fun. Another fun thing I did was I'm standing at the bus stop, and for the first time ever, I'm actually able to stand on my right foot. Now that might seem a little strange to you, but before I had my knee surgery, I went to a chiropractor. Okay, and he had me step on this weird special scale. One scale for the left foot, the other scale was for the right foot, and the measurements came out that I had 230 pounds of weight on my left leg, my left foot, a measly 30 pounds on my right foot. So to have that balance shifted perfectly, I'm in sync now because of this surgery. It blew my mind, you know. So I'm at the bus stop and I'm actually standing on my right foot and I'm having trouble balancing because I hadn't done it before in 21 years. So I'm standing on this foot going, oh man, this is so cool. And the people at the bus stop are going, what the hell's wrong with this guy? And I'm like, man, I'm standing on one foot. Man, this is man, are you serious? This is cool. I'm like, yeah, right, sir. Well, too bad for them because I was having fun. All right. But yes, that's the deal with my leg. And I probably could have done better with my leg. It didn't have to end up this way. The main reason it did is because I didn't take the therapy seriously when I was a kid. I was already partying and drinking at that age. And then being in the hospital, in and out of hospitals between age 14 and 19. Oh my God, they hooked me up with Demerol and all kind of drugs they were shooting me up with. And, I was a junkie, and I didn't want to do anything else except party and drink and whatever. So I didn't take the therapy anywhere near as seriously as I should have. And that's the main reason I was as disabled as I was for so long. Okay, so it was my fault. It's not like I can blame anybody. It'd be different if I had some dreadful accident. But no, I'm a guy that was a very naive child, a junkie child. And if you've seen my other videos, you know why I was a junkie child. But that's another story. The point is, life is sweet nowadays. And now I make vlog videos and have no idea how to edit them. So I hope they're not too boring for you guys. But if not, thanks for watching, and I hope to make a bunch more for you. Videos, I mean. Have a nice day. So cool.